Ramadan is not only a a time of spiritual reflection, but also it brings people together with the celebrations and the gatherings throughout the whole month of Iftar and Suhoor, where people gather and the markets heighten during this period. And in this regard, we're going to have with us over the phone Mr. Raouf Gaffar, the economic expert, to talk more about the holy month and the market during this season. Hello to you.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, we're very happy to have you with us over the phone in Cairo local time. And talking about the Ramadan season, and actually Ramadan is known as a peak season, especially for businesses. What are the main sectors that actually benefit the most during this holy month?
A lot of sectors, but mainly related to food. We are consuming, we tend to consume more, I don't know why, but food is very popular, and the food market becomes very lucrative during the month of Ramadan. The sweets, of course, sweets particularly, but the gadgets of Ramadan, like the lamps, the traditional lamps and what have you, this again is another industry that flourishes in Ramadan.
Yes.
And a lot of other small things related to religion, like praying, carpets, and so on. But mainly it's the food industry and the consumer goods that are really flourishing during this month.
Yes, and we also see during Ramadan period a lot of businesses come out, like the Ramadan tents for Suhoor and Iftar. We see them also during this holy month.
Yes, of course. I mean, people tend to go out, I forgot to tell you that coffee shops as well flourish in Ramadan. People like to spend their nights out, and of course they go to public places, they go to coffee cafes and to different places where amusement and attractions are offered, people singing, people and so on and so forth. Of course, I don't want to talk about prayers and long prayers after Isha, etc., but this is a ritual thing. But of course, people tend to go out with friends, with families. It's a very nice month for family ties to be strengthened, for family get-together, etc.
Yes, of course. Actually, we're talking about big markets that actually benefit from this season, with providing a lot of food commodities and other things as well. But talking about small businesses and also small vendors, how do they benefit from this holy month and during the increased actually demand during this holy month?
Well, I mean, it's a month where everybody benefits. I mean, small, big, they benefit. You could find someone selling tea or coffee or some of the traditional beverages by the side road, and he would sell over the bridge, and he would sell hot hummus and what have you.
Yes.
So, I mean, it is a market for everybody to enjoy, big and small, but mainly the small things, particularly in the areas, in the popular areas where people tend to go out more during this month.
Yes, of course, and we cannot skip talking about the acts of kindness during this holy month with people actually during the Iftar time. You're going to find people standing in the street and distributing food and drinks to those who are fasting. So that's an act that we always should be talking about.
Of course. I mean, almsgiving is very, of course, this is the season for almsgiving. So, and it takes a lot of ways. I mean, as you said, they call it the Feast of Ar-Rahman. So people tend to feed or offer iftar to needy people
Yes.
in the streets, and it has to do with getting closer to God and doing more good and be more generous and feel. As a matter of fact, the philosophy, in my opinion, of the fasting is to make you feel people that cannot eat. What is their feeling? The hunger feeling is provoking a lot of people to become more charitable and to try and prevent this from happening to others. That's why they tend to help others and offer them food and offer them sweets and everything in the streets.
Yes, actually, we haven't witnessed Ramadan coming during winter time for a very long time. So actually, the last year it was during spring, and before that, for so many years, it was during summer. So what do we expect different this year with Ramadan coming during winter season?
Well, I mean, I don't think it matters a lot. The only thing is that people would be a little bit feeling a little bit cold when they go in the evenings, but it's the same enjoyment. It's the same feeling. We all, I mean, without exception, love the month of Ramadan, and regardless of the weather, we enjoy ourselves. Maybe, in my opinion, again, the timing between iftar and suhoor in summer is a little longer.
Yes.
So we can enjoy more fun and more going out. But in both cases, people will enjoy regardless of the weather.
Of course. Actually, we're talking about the food commodities and the high demand on these products. So how does the demand for essential food items like meat, poultry, and grain affect market prices, and also what factors contribute to fluctuations?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, and this we have to accept and admit,
Yes.
that some of the dealers, some of the retailers even, they take advantage of the high demand.
Demand, yes.
Well, when you feel hungry, you feel that you are going to eat much more food than you normally eat. So you tend to buy more than your usual consumption.
Yes.
That is why some, I mean, dealers are not very straightforward, and they tend to take advantage and increase the price a little bit. But thank God that a lot of measures are taken by the authorities to prevent such things. But it happens, and people are sort of ready psychologically to spend more, so they don't mind spending a little more on the same thing during the month of Ramadan.
Yes, we witness a fluctuation in prices, and retailers actually getting their hands on the most demanded products, and they restore it to increase their prices. And we have witnessed the government efforts to actually ban this act, or to come against this act with the initiative of Ahlan Ramadan, Hello Ramadan, or the market of the one day market. So how do you actually preserve the Egyptian government trying to put an end to what the retailers are doing?
Well, I mean, you said two things now. That the government itself, and sometimes the armed forces, and they offer the Ramadan commodities at a lower price. We have big markets starting 3-4 weeks before the holy month, where everything is available at a very reasonable and affordable
Prices, yes.
On the other hand, again, there is a much bigger control over the traders and retailers to make sure that they don't take advantage, and probably they get very big sanctions. Sometimes they close their shops if they feel they are abusing and they are exploiting their clients. But normally the government steps in and offers all the goods and commodities needed for Ramadan at a reasonable price to have everybody enjoy and not spend a lot.
Yes, how does actually the Egyptian government ensures there's enough food items remain accessible to especially the lower income families?
Well, I mean, these are studies that are made. They can know beforehand the average consumption, and they can be ready with stocks and reserves to cover all the needs. They know. I mean, some of the things are given per month to the below average citizens through the government. I mean, they have cards where they can get things subsidize the prices, and this is again one way. Maybe they increase the quantity of commodities offered under subsidy during the month of Ramadan, and this is one way to help the people enjoy without being exploited or without spending a lot of money.
Yes, of course. Mr. Raouf Gaffar, economic expert, thank you so much, and happy Holy Ramadan to you and your family. Dear viewers, a short break and we'll be right back.